welcome to our very first episode of Food Buffet Report in 2025. This is actually a special episode. I'm going to be here all by myself. Bill's not here. We'll get back to that in a second. This episode is a recap for 2024. Just going to take a few minutes and go back and look over everything that happened here in 2024. So we started off the year with 8 episodes all about the Shady Maple Smorgasbord, a buffet restaurant in Amish country in Pennsylvania.
So this buffet restaurant, I read about it, Aaron. I don't know if you did.
Let's say each fork cost a penny. Let's say you charge a
What
penny.
the f*** can you buy for a penny?
Something compelled that person right in mid-bite that this was the shot. This was the shot that best represented their experience at this restaurant. That's too rare. I'm sorry. That's just, it's still alive.
It's got a glove on it. It has a plastic glove. You see it?
Yeah, I see it. This is a red cap work shirt.
But you're a computer guy. You're not like a construction worker. What's going on here? Who do you think you are? Like they have those steak fingers that you get, they're fried steak fingers, and you dip them in gravy. Why couldn't you have fried salmon fingers with gravy? Is that what you're thinking? What are you can't do the show? You're so exhausted.
Tired. I created a playlist for these 8 episodes all about Shady Maple. You can find them in the playlist section of the channel. Then after that, I took a trip to Portland, Oregon, and I decided, for some reason, I don't know why.
Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. In fact, the next few episodes are going to be a little bit different. This is going to be the first time that we've ever brought you an episode from inside the buffet restaurant.
I decided that I was going to eat at a few buffet restaurants in Portland. I had also just started eating the carnivore diet. I wanted to see how I could eat at a buffet restaurant as a carnivore. Now, if you've watched these episodes already, you know that I didn't eat strictly carnivore at these buffets. I actually kind of made a point of not eating fully carnivore because, that kind of made it funny, I guess. And a lot of people watched, and a lot of people got angry in the comments because I wasn't eating full carnivore. So while I didn't eat proper carnivore at those buffets, I have been following a carnivore diet all throughout 2024. I started at the very tail end of 2023, and it's been going well. And while I can't promise that I'll never mention my carnivore diet ever again on this channel, I'm thinking about doing it on another channel. So if I start doing that, I will certainly be talking to Bill about it to annoy him. So while I was in Portland, I ate at 4 different restaurants and did an episode about each restaurant and about my experience at each restaurant. I did those episodes on my own. Those were episodes that didn't include Bill at all. So when I got back, then Bill and I recorded some episodes together where we talked about each of the plates of food, and there was a total of 7 episodes. So there were 7 plates of food from 4 different buffet restaurants, and we did episodes, a total of 11 episodes, which are on a playlist, and I will link that below, and you can also find that in the playlist section of the channel. After the carnivore episodes, the episodes that followed had no real rhyme or reason until we reached sometime in November, and then we started looking back at some of the mail and some of the submissions that we were getting from our viewers, because sometimes our viewers send us pictures of buffets that they've eaten at, and they want us to rate their plate or talk about the plate of food that they took a picture of. So we did that, and I started a playlist for episodes that involve viewer submissions. And so we did 6 episodes with viewer submitted materials. Something else was submitted to us back in the summer. It was a video that was made which was kind of like a review of the Food Buffet Report channel. It didn't appear in any of our videos. It's on someone else's channel. But I think I'm going to go ahead and play the clip where this person talked about our channel, because it was really quite a good review of the channel. So I'll play that for you now.
The first channel I'd like to specifically highlight is one that I think I can recommend to just about anyone. It's that good. The concept is gold, but the execution is even better. Here's the pitch. 2 middle-aged men review and discuss buffets from around the world, but they don't visit the buffets. They just look at pictures of them. The show is ironic, chaotic, and amazing. It's all held up by the incredible chemistry between these 2 dudes, Aaron and Bill. I'm not kidding when I say I was literally laughing my ass off when I first discovered this.
Well, my understanding is that this restaurant is run by the Amish, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they have an early bedtime because they don't use electricity, so they basically have to go to bed at sundown. Is that correct?
But I'm not Amish, you f***ing idiot. So I don't know when Amish go to bed. I don't know that.
Apparently they began posting during the pandemic as a way to remember and respect the many buffets that started going out of business around that time. But of course, as a result of social distancing at the time, they couldn't just go to these buffets, they had to look at images over Zoom. And so, Food Buffet Report was born. The fantastic thing about this is that they are still actively posting. With a lot of these pandemic projects, usually you see them fizzle out pretty quickly after the end of the lockdown. With people going back to work, school, and whatnot, they tend to drop whatever hobbies they had picked up simply because they don't have as much free time anymore. But it warms my heart to see the undying dedication of the Food Buffet Report bros. It makes me so happy to see some middle-aged guys make something so mundane, so entertaining. I hope they never stop talking about pictures of buffets, because if they don't do it, who will?
Nobody else is going to talk about buffets. Nobody's going to talk about them the way that we do. And the way that we talk about buffets is not going to them. This year, we did 52 episodes. Our goal was to put an episode of Food Buffet Report out every single week. And while we didn't do that, because we missed a few weeks, our holiday extravaganza, where we're going to be posting a new episode every single day between Christmas and New Year's,
We're going to wear your asses out.
made up for all the days that we missed throughout the year. So we released a grand total of 52 episodes. And of course, as always, there is a playlist for the holiday extravaganza linked below and in the channel's playlist section. During the holiday extravaganza, which was 7 episodes in total, we soft launched our new logo designed by Dario Rodigero, and our new theme song, which was composed by Brian McAllister. In summary, I'm not going to talk about any sort of channel milestones. I mean, yeah, we've amassed a good amount of subscribers. We appreciate that and everything, but that's not the kind of stuff we look at. The stuff that really has the most impact for us is when you, the viewer, contributes in some way, shape, or form. We love it when you comment. We love it when you give us your opinion. We love it when you send us photos. And we especially love it when you just talk about our channel, either to your friends in private, or, as someone did, they made a whole video about our channel. And I think that, and the Food Buffet Report Bingo were the viewer submission highlights, at least for me, and I think Bill would agree. So while we don't like to really talk about metrics around here, I do have to mention one thing, and that is, strangely enough, all of the episodes that have the most number of views are the ones that I recorded by myself without Bill. Figure that one out. But it could also be because they were actual buffet visits. Maybe that's what the people want. Maybe the general public doesn't really like that we just sit around at home and look at buffets from afar. Maybe they don't like that. But you know what? The people that are here, the people that are subscribed, that's what they like. And that's what we're going to keep doing. So even though we got so many more views by going to a buffet in person, also, I must mention that Bill wasn't in any of those episodes because I went by myself. But if Bill wasn't part of this channel, it'd be boring without him. Just me? Are you kidding? No. He brings the majority of the laughs. So it could be because I talked about carnivore. Maybe that garnered a lot of views. Maybe it was because people were angry because I wasn't following the carnivore diet properly in those videos. I don't know. But it's just interesting that most of the videos that have the highest number of views on this channel don't have Bill in them. Anyway, we'll see how this one does because Bill's not here. But we'll both be back with new episodes starting next week. This year, we are going to be releasing episodes every single Wednesday. Thank you so much. We appreciate your viewership, and we will see you next week.